Hello everybody and welcome to VICI Gaming taking on EHOME. This is VICI's first stream here on the, in the Asian qualifier, but maybe not the one they wanted, as they're in the lower bracket semi-final fighting to stay alive for their spot in ESL 1 Cologne. My name is Mitch and I'm going to be taking you through today once again. And as we see things start off, EHOME lose a player. God damn it, what is up with the bugs? To explain the bug you're currently seeing, Thaule has no pistol. Now, for him, he has a pistol. It's just a UI bug if you haven't seen it before. Everything's fine on his end. Also, Original Heart, we'll fix it after this round. Don't worry about it. We're going to be all Gucci. We're moving over towards the B-bomb site now with the Glocks tapping away. Or at least, I promise you there are Glocks tapping away. You can't see them, though. Going on in through mid, Case is able to trade some back, and Elman also found one on the cross. But hold on, Original Heart picks up a kill and even fakes out the bomb plant, and a great kill comes through on the back of it. We're down into a 1v2, but he's got a P250. No armor, so the long-range battle doesn't look too good for him. And he's forced into taking it. Actually bails out over towards short, but even crossing over there will not be too easy. Luckily avoids any further damage and should now get it over to the bomb site to actually plant. Pending no jump shots, and indeed he's even behind the box, just conscious that a jump shot will probably come in. Now they're close range, though, and 2 kills is very hard to find with the P250. Swings out to try and find one as they come up the ramp, and he's going to be able to connect it on a low HP, but Advent has got full, and even without armor, he wins the duel. USP in hand, and the defuse underway. What I'm going to do is very quickly bring us on over to a pause screen so that I can throw on the... Okay, cool. So, the bug should be gone. There was a little bit of confusion yesterday where everybody was like, oh, what the hell? Invisible gun, how do you do that? It's just a GoTV bug. Everything's cool on his end. It's just on my end. For some reason, I seem to have a big problem with bugs. Verify the files or something. I don't know. I tried turning it off and back on again. I don't know what else I can do. CSGO is how it is. So, EHOME come into this. They've got a couple pistols. 3 pieces of armor, but I do like the investment. Only Marek really goes down into the danger zone. Economy-wise, everybody else is feeling pretty good for the next round to buy AKs. And with VICI coming into this with 3 SMGs and a scout, they're not set up too well for round number 3. So EHOME now have a really good chance. And that's all thanks to the bomb plant. Being able to connect that is what really mattered. 1 kill found onto Original Heart. They think it's going to be a B hit, and you can see some players already out of position as over towards the A bomb site. Push is coming on in. Advent spots them out, and now he's going to be backing off onto long. They have no choice but to concede another bomb plant, giving Marek the money he needs for the next round, and actually an opportunity for EHOME to connect this. The fact that they still have 2 pieces of armor, as well as that deagle in play on Thaule, or Teole. A Molotov goes in, that pushes them back a little bit. Could be a little bit awkward. At least you do see the push forward from Teole, so he's going to stay over towards the bomb site side. Zoking rather finds himself a quick double, and now Howking shouldn't be able to do too much. Now he's taken down eventually, defused to come through, but still a fantastic round. They only get 1 kill. He could have looked for a little bit more, but outside of that, the fact that you're going to see EHOME getting 2 bomb plants in a row, despite losing the rounds, is fantastic. Look at their economy coming into this. They can take out an AWP if they want. Original has the money to buy just body armor and an op, and that's exactly what he goes for. Big brain, quick math, and Original Heart is looking good with that AWP. Let's see what he can do on the cross early on. Absolutely nothing, at least not that we see. Misses the opening shot. And as a push ensues towards tunnels, I don't think we're going to see full commitment there. You can see that we've already got a very spread out T side, and actually the bomb making its way towards top mid. Coming down short. With a little bit of long control, though, the CT should be able to push away this aggression. It's all kind of relying on Advent. If he falls, the A side is doomed. But as long as he can at least pick up the kill onto Marek, he'll convert himself an AK-47 and find long control for his team, giving them a little bit more support, but they only have to worry about short, and that's a really heavy advantage if you're planning to spam through the door, not going to concede anything. So Marek, as he pushes on forward, may not assume that there's a player to his left. Oh, he's checking it, but the off angle. Advent moves out at just the right time and catches the kill into a 2 Or one-man advantage, rather, but the CTs also have control along, and that's the most important part. Now they can focus on Shore with the swing out. Alman picks up 2 on a UMP, even goes over to the pistol to try and finish off Original, who's so low HP that it's easy and a headshot connected. A great round from Advent there, being able to secure long and also find those last 2 kills. That was all his round. So to explain to you guys why there's no Tyler stream, I'm the one that decides which stream we do. So I said this one, so that's it. No, we covered Tyloo twice yesterday, and I feel like if VICI lost to EHOME here, it would just be really unfair that they didn't get streamed once throughout the qualifier. So I just wanted to at least get a game in for VICI, and also I do feel like this looks like a better game, but I may be stupidly wrong. But no, I do think it's important that you give teams at least their fair share of airtime. To do Tyloo 3 times and VICI not even once, I think that would just be a little bit rude. We got Tyloo and MVP as well. They've already had their time to shine. So coming into this, 3-0. VICI looking good starting it off, but the harder rounds are kind of ahead of them, where EHOME will take out better economy, better buys, better util to work with. Pushing over towards the bomb side. Hell, they won't get too much in this round. Coming up against Advent on an AUG. Alman's holding long. Teole comes in, and he goes down just as quickly, with Original Heart being last alive. And as original as he may be, it would certainly be a feat. Oh no, he's going to find a kill here. They're not... Anyways, 4-0. VICI. Oh no, that was so awkward. Oh, you hate to see it. It's easy go. And that's not even. You just missed that opening shot on the head and you're dead. Yikes. Can't wait to see the chat reaction on that. This is the full buy from EHOME. They've already lost Teole to start things off, which isn't ideal. The short control doesn't quite go according to plan, and even Lamplight is Molotov'd off, so he can't try to go for the trade. Down to a 4v4 though, so at least with Original getting those AWP picks on the board, there's certainly some potential here. The problem is VICI are playing the super passive, so EHOME have to push out. As they do so, they risk running into the AWPFKs again. Advent obviously has been superb at holding down long so far. They're doing a great job in these buy rounds. With the support flashes as well, but this time he's going to be taken down, and so too is his teammate Kays towards the bomb site. The AWP that they did run into didn't see any reward for it, and now into a 2v4. The retake of A, I think this is probably just a save. If it was 2v3, maybe, but I think the tipping point is that just extra second man that EHOME have to work with. Well, you know what? If this game finishes quickly, if it's a 2-0, I'll happily switch over straight away to Tyloo. They're a little bit ahead. Tyloo 7-5 on overpass at the moment. Over the rounds, like Alpha Red not doing too well. They own the pistol, they're on 5. They own the pistol in the next 3, and they're on 5. So, but yeah, we'll take a look. We'll see where Tyloo is at when we come to a conclusion here, and we can swing on over if we got time. For now, though, VICI having saved over those weapons puts them in a pretty nice spot. They're able to get themselves out a full buy once more. And you got to see the AWP coming through. You've got 3 AUGs, full utility as well. EHOME are a little worse for wear just on Teole. Everybody else has money for the next round, so they would still buy if they lose this. Just to be clear, I mean, when we finish this best of 3, not one map. So we gotta commit. Once we start things, we gotta go all the way. No switching allowed, but when it finishes, we can swap over if Tyler was still going. And if it's finished, then I made the right choice if this is a closer game. Also, we'd already seen Alpha Red. We'd seen Tyler, we'd seen Alpha Red and EHOME. We just hadn't seen VICI, so just felt unfair. But anyways, enough about that, right? We're going to focus on this game for now. It's 4-1. This is a bye round for EHOME. They're moving over towards the B-bomb side on the back of their victory in the previous round, and a nice opening pick comes in for Original Heart. Now a little bit of an awkward scenario building because Zoking is alone in the window. He drops down at the wrong time, so he's not able to hit the opening shot. Suffers a little bit of damage, but eventually takes Teole down. Now watching the window with the AWP. Zoking, what are you doing? Wait for your teammates, buddy. He tries to get a spam through the smoke, which was a little bit difficult, a little bit dangerous. But ultimately, it all ends okay. As the push comes up the ramp, VICI pop a flash over, but they won't be pushing just yet. The utility is still okay. They've got a couple more flashbangs to go, and here they are, running on in, charging through to the bomb site. This is the big retake. Only one kill to go down for them so far, and they are picked apart. Lamplight getting the double from over towards the tunnel ends things. It puts it into a second round for EHOME and keeps this game close early on. A pause coming through. We're going to switch off the players that have itchy fingers that keep taking their knives out. That noise literally drives me insane. But 4-2. VICI at the moment. I just want to be clear, they're the favorites coming. Oh, with the knives again, guys. Why you got to do this? You're going to force me into doing this. VICI coming into this are the favorites, right? There's not a whole lot of room for that, but EHOME had a really good series against Tyler yesterday. Yes, they lost 2-0, but the maps were close and they put up a really good fight. Now there's the argument that Tyler weren't really on form. They had really weak T-sides. Sure, I'll take that, and I'll certainly give it. I said it yesterday in Tyler's second match. But all things considered, I still think VICI should be taking this, despite EHOME's current form. The win conditions for me, from what I saw from EHOME yesterday, they need original fragging on that AWP. He was amazing for finding opening kills on this side. But the other thing was Teole. I don't know where he's at right now. Yeah, not having the best of starts, 0 for 6. But Teole was an incredible player yesterday versus Tyler. He was shredding them. So as we come in here, if he can get back on the high horse, we could definitely see a bit of a recovery. And it's impressive that they're making it so competitive with him not yet to get a frag. With the exception of the assists, he's almost James Bonding this on 0-7. Louis, you know that triggers me. Yeah, you know the switching the knives. Oh, Molotov forces Advent out of position. They're going to try to hunt him down. They don't want to overcommit, though, and that's a smart decision. I like that Teole is a little bit conscious of there being another player here on long with support, because boom, there's Kaze. He's already coming in with the M4. So if they had to push down to try and hunt Advent down, they'd be focused on that closer right angle. He's further down. He takes a kill as they try to focus him. UMP swings out and takes him down. Another support and pit as well. Advent swings out wide, though, so his teammate can't help, forcing it into 2 1v1s, and eventually Original Heart pulls back the kills and puts them into a 3v3. Now, that may look like an even scenario, but look at the defense. Only one player to hold towards the A-bomb site. He's completely alone. Zoking manages to hide behind cover just in time, accidentally evading the bullets. As Aumann and Frank, though, I think it's just Frank, right? Spot them rotating over towards B. Great flashbang gives an opening kill. And it's all onto Original now in the AWP. He needs to find 4 kills, and he's already got 3. Looking towards the ramp with the up, but he misses the shot. And Zoking pulls it back with a wallbang headshot. Whew! Alrighty, well, we're already having the close games. The close rounds, at least. VICI coming in and winning that by a very narrow margin. Original on the AWP, he's certainly showing up. 10 kills on the board already, and considering they're 5-2 down, that's a pretty damn impressive scoreline. We're still not on HLTV, by the way. This is a big yikes. So I forgot to, well, I didn't forget. I just didn't link my channel preemptively. Link this channel. So, yeah, thanks for coming along, boys. Sorry that you had to search through Twitch to find us, but it's worth it, because we're... because we get to see nades like that, right? I mean, that's what you come here for. Seeing professional top-tier grenades. No, I mean, VICI have been pretty on point with the utility. Zoking just walks out. Okay. He's going to be punished for it, and we're going to be picked up by Frank, and there we go. A shutdown in middle. But Frank's still got to hold down the B bomb site. EHOME is starting to relocate and push over towards B. The tunnel's in a little bit of danger. Is he? No, don't peek with a nade. Flashbang goes out. He's going to swing on the back of it. There's some of them not blind, but no kills to be found. It's original. Don't give him the opportunities. He's on full HP. He's got an AWP. This is not going to be an easy clutch to prevent, but luckily Advent was coming up behind with a FAMAS, so he manages it, and on 6-2. VICI are pulling back into the lead, but I mean, EHOME are making things a little bit competitive from time to time. The pause comes in so they can decide what they want to do. So you can see the decision being made. Original's like, well, I can buy an AWP. Lamplight can take an AK alongside Teole. Then you've got Howking and Marek saying, guys, we can only get pistols. So the question is, are they going to fly in with a buy? And that's more... Okay, you couldn't have waited 5 seconds to let me predict it. That's more what I was thinking. In this situation, you don't want two players with pistols, especially when you've got so many players that are kind of struggling to frag. And by that, I mean anybody that isn't original. As in the player original, not like... isn't hipster. Ooh. Okay, so the idea here, the scout with the pistols... is the buy that you want, so the scout can get some damage done and the pistols can follow through, but already losing the opening duel in middle, Original's going to be down. That's their primary scope player eliminated. With the primary scoped player out of question. Oh, that smoke should kind of stop them from pushing forward because the spam through the tunnels is just going to be too OP. Zoking picks up 2. They walk on through the smoke. Okay, shot connected by Marek, and he goes again with a headshot. Looking for more, another headshot. That's actually a pretty good round. I mean, damage done to the economy of the CTs there, just in the last player. I like it. Digital Jack, why aren't you streaming old school RuneScape? That's right, dude. I'm gonna switch now. We're gonna go on over to the Tetris World Finals. Well, slotting things into place here. EHOME have managed to pull out a full set of util on most players, AKs, and AWP. And despite the fact that there are definitely glimmers of hope, okay. I thought, like, nobody's pushing up on short. It's a weird flashbang. It's a weird one. Maybe faking a little bit of presence, but you don't know if there's players there. Seems like a wasted flash, but whatever. It's cool. The whole thing with this scenario is that EHOME, they're having a couple kills every now and then. They're looking good from time to time, but if they can't start to connect rounds soon, VICI will walk away with the half. And from that point, it becomes very difficult to really walk away with a chance of winning in the second half. They're going to push over towards the A-bomb site once more. The smoke's down. Oh no, Alman! How does he do it through the smoke? Low HP on 1 as well, but Howking's managed to evade them over towards Gandalf. Not for too much longer, though. He's taken down. That's 8-2. VICI Gaming looking very good because that's another full buy shut down, and EHOME once again forced over to pistols. And hey, is it time to just rush B? Is it time to just take out pistols? Couple smokes, full push B? I know this is Asian Counter-Strike, but let's go for the Russian strategies. Get it? The Russian strategies? Because they're Russian B, you know? I'm a funny guy. I just haven't drank enough tea yet. It's 8:30 a.m. It's about 4 hours before I normally get up, so do forgive me as my mentality slowly decays over time. Happens every day. This is the second Asian qualifier I've done in a row. Also did Middle East, and although I'm not equating those two things, don't jump on me for that. It's the time zones, relatively similar. Okay, there's an opening, at least piece of damage. Frank's lit down low. He's taking the secondary op alongside K's. So it's decent to have him lit down. The problem is he can still return that damage pretty effectively. I feel like just the scoreline right now, 8-2, it's not as close. Sorry, it's closer than it seems, right? The scoreline isn't as close as the game feels, but the early advantages, it feels like EHOME wait until they're 2 players down to actually make anything happen in a round, you know? There's a molly on short just to prevent the push, but... Oh, they're actually going to be dropping a smoke on that as they went for the cross smoke. It wasn't intentional, but it makes Case think it was. He's now looking for the cross. Waiting for someone to peek on through. Flashbang. This isn't too good, though, because he's blind. Did he just flashbang himself? Was there another flash I didn't see? Smoke goes down on long. A little bit dangerous. He could have been taken down as he went for it, but luckily his teammate was there to help out. And now... Although control the bomb side is in favor of EHOME, they have a man disadvantage to work around, so I think this puts it into a relatively even position, all things considered. Case isn't able to spot out the head, though, and luckily for Teole, he'll be able to make it away for just a second longer. Original on a scout. Not getting too much done, but eventually finds a kill. Lamplight going to be taking Omen down, and all of a sudden, this is looking so good. The scout becomes an op with everybody on low HP. It's a one-shot to the body. And even if they go for this defuse, Gandalf is waiting. Teole... He's happy to take them down, lay them down on the floor, and an AWP lost as well for the CT side. They're going to go and try and retrieve it, but it seems unlikely, and indeed it is a little bit too slow. Even if they had been instantly running towards it, I'm not too sure that they would have made it. Yeah, ping HLTV a little bit more, see if we can get on there. So, now that that's done, decided to do a little bit of admin background stuffy stuffs. EHOME's again going to be taken out as scout. Okay. Like, despite winning the round, their economy obviously isn't great, doesn't allow for an AWP. But Original did a great job on it. I mean, he was connecting shot after shot. I think I saw 4 connected scout shots, one of which obviously was a double onto a player, so he got the kill himself. The others just gave over, and there's K's already going to be lit down early on. So again, the efficiency of this weapon is certainly there. You also get extra movement speed versus what the AWP can offer. Not only are you faster, but it takes less time to set it up and scope in. So it's a really nice weapon. And Advent, again, going to try this close long hold. It's worked 50% of the time for him that they've actually pushed out. This time, though, full utility. He's going to be full blind. They walk on out, and even though he's blind, he picks up a kill. If that flashbang didn't hit, now you see the importance of utility. If he was not blind, he would have torn them apart. But unable to see. He's a little bit limited on what he can do. Long control goes over towards the T side. As they come out there, you know where they're looking for. They want to take that A bomb site, but it is going to be a little bit difficult. Utility going down on the cross. Only one smoke. They're going to need a second one. There it is. That's the same smoke. That is the same. They've just thrown the same smoke twice. That's a little bit awkward. So Omen's going to be able to cross back over towards the bomb site. They're going to have to wait for more smokes to go down. They actually don't have any, so they've got to just deal with it. Never ideal. Low HP on K's and Zoking, though, so this hold would have been the best chance because Omen has full, but unfortunately they're already wrapping around, coming down middle right now. They should be hurt, actually. I think K's will have got... No, he didn't. He absolutely did not. He looked towards the B-bomb side and got taken down. If he was still in this position where Original Heart is now, he would have heard it, but he'd already walked back up towards the boxes. Pick onto Owlman, and now Zoking should just save this AK. They've no money for the next round, and a 1v3 on 8 HP is probably the least likely thing to come through. Better off just saving it. Oh, my tea's gone like lukewarm. What have I done? Oh, I made it 40 minutes ago. Wow, okay. Well, Whenever this map ends, I know what I'm doing. I don't know how your cups of tea are doing, but I know exactly how VICI are doing. Not looking too good. It seems like EHOME have kind of got a little bit of a grip on the early game, because that's really been the problem. Early round is where they've suffered the most, and then came into it towards the end, found their 2 to 3 kills, kept the CT economy kind of modest. Oh my god, stop hitting Q. Stop hitting Q. Can we remove Q in a competitive environment? I think we should. I think it should be. Let's call a vote. Get the players' union in on it. Well, they won't care. We'll get the casters' union in on it. And observers, too. So, VICI come into this, obviously, with the AK they saved over. Advent's taken a 5-7. And other than that, you've got nothing. And, look, it's the right call, but it's pretty bad because it gives EHOME the opportunity to pick up a 5th. Nothing you can do about it with the way the rounds have gone, though. Like I said, EHOME have been doing a pretty good job of keeping the CT economy at least somewhat modest. So they get a reward fairly soon after connecting by rounds. Maybe not too much of a reward, though. Advent's been really good close range. Even a USP kill to come in as Kaze picks up 1. They can even retrieve some of these weapons up close. A 5-7 taken, but Kaze is quickly granted the AK as there's an AWP on this angle. Molotov out as well. Swings! But because he's no armor, he's jumping all over the place. His aim is not too good inside of Molly. And it can't really be. Hey Volzar, just finished my tea. Better get coffee. You wanna pick me one up? Just a little bit of hot water would be good actually, because I put a little bit too much sugar in. So just a bit of hot water would be good. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I don't know where you're at, but you should be here in like what, the next 3-4 hours. It's alright. I can wait. I don't know what happens to tea after like 4 hours if you heat it back up with hot water, but I mean we'll find out. Look, it's gonna be an experiment together. That's what life's about. It's about discovering. It's about exploring together and finding new things. See RIP Alpha Red in the chat. Let's take a quick look over towards the scoreline. And oh my days, 15-8. Tyloo have just stomped them out, apparently, on the T side. They don't give a damn. Picked up 5 rounds. Pistol, a second. Lost 3 in a row, and then won 3 in a row. And with a pretty... Jeez, that CT side, they lost... So they lost the pistol. They lost that with a bomb plant. They ecoed, and then they won almost every round. They only lost 2 from that point forward. Pretty nice for Tyloo. So, who said that was going to be a better game? Yeah. Shame on you. I'm happy with what we've chosen because this has turned out to be a pretty competitive set. EHOME on 5 rounds already. They're looking pretty good because they're connecting them convincingly, and that's the thing, right? If this was like down to 1v1s in the end, you'd kind of go, yeah, whatever, who cares? But the fact of the matter is they're doing a pretty decent job when it comes down to these last couple of rounds. They've been able to, again and again, put the work in and get the rounds on the board in a situation where you're not going, well, if VICI hit one more headshot or if they didn't whiff this, whiff that. It's about good plays from EHOME, not bad plays from VICI. So 3 players in tunnel, but the ball moving in through long. This is dangerous because had there have been somebody here, you can see as they push out, someone was in pit, for example, they could have just dropped that bomb. Luckily, the rotation now comes around. As you're going to see Original Heart crossing over through top middle. And the most important part is that Marek makes some noise on long, convinces them that it's going to be that site. You can see already the rotation coming down from Zoking, so this is pretty good. Frankie, oh, okay, Frank's already gone. Don't mind Frank, he's dead. Zoking's going to try come in through the window, but with the Molotov and the smoke down, he needs to wait for his teammates. A 4v4 retake, they've won before, but they had a better economy to go for it. Now they're not feeling it, and actually going in for a full save. Pressure was on Frank there. If he had found 1 kill, they could have went for it, but with no damage dealt, they don't feel good. Also, Louis, on the 8-6 HLTV spoilers, it's not physically possible to know that. I'm on the server, and it's still 8-5 at the moment. So, I mean, unlucky. There's a little bit of delay between me and the stream, so He'll get it like 30 seconds later, I think it is. Which makes me sad. It's much harder to interact, but, you know, we'll get through life together. For a team that comes in as favorites, I mean, VICI have really struggled in the last couple rounds, and I like the fact that they save over the money for the last round. Now they don't come into this with too much of a deficit. The AUG's in play. You've got an AK on Zoking, obviously. He's been saving these majority of the round, and as they push through tunnels, this could be a mistake! Zoking's there to find 3, and good night, EHOME! No chance of getting a 7th round. Original Heart with an AWP, Marek on an AK. I say no chance. There's still an opportunity. But I guess the bomb is still in their possession. It's an upside, okay? I'm calling time of death a little bit too soon. Zoking's low as well. But I don't get the change in strategy. So far, things have worked out. Playing the round slow, baiting out the players into rotations. You're baiting the early rotations. You're cutting them off as they do on from time to time. You're finding opening kills or trades as you do. And then eventually, they just decide to rush B. I know I said rush B, but that was earlier when they'd no money in pistol, and they could have taken pistols out. Alman finishes it off in mid with a quick double, and it's 9-6 on the halftime. Oh, excuse me. VICI at least managed to claim a bit of an advantage as we come to an end, and whilst it looks like a decent scoreline for them, all things considered, you do have to consider all things. The fact that they were up so heavily and then managed to fall apart for those 4 rounds in a row. I mean, they were literally up 8-2 and they finished 9-6. So a really good recovery from EHOME as they keep themselves alive. And keeping themselves alive is pretty much the one thing I wanted to see from them, because once we saw it go kind of 6-2, you could feel like, okay, well, if they don't win this bye round, they're dead. They lose that 8-2. There's a very low chance that you recover it to a decent scoreline, but they've done it. And now there's a real opportunity for them to actually close this out on their CT side, especially if they manage to win the pistol. Hey, we made HLTV, boys. We did it. Welcome to the new people. You haven't had to face the struggles of finding us through Twitch. Something as a new generation CSGOer I've never had to do. It's always just been on HLTV for me. I know people that go looking for games through Reddit and stuff. I don't know how people do that. If it's not on HLTV, I probably won't find it. Is how I operate my life. This is a very fast push from VICI. Already going to be closing in the distance over towards the B bomb side. You got to be very careful. Still a player here. Teo Lay with a USP. He's been big in the pistols before, and he's already got 3 on the board, but taken down. He's granted the man advantage over to his team and the potential to make this retake happen. But what a play from Kays, hiding over towards the back of the bomb site, leaving Lamplight all alone. 1v2. Kays hid in this corner right here. He just waited. He just sat here, let them retake, let them push in, and they walked with their back turned right on past him, and it was an easy kill to connect. 10-6. VICI find the pistol and now propel themselves a little bit further into the lead, but maybe not for too much longer. EHOME have gone for the force buy. Now this is dangerous. When you force buy round number 2... Okay, how can not managing to get the kill. So when you force buy round number 2, if you lose this, VICI instantly get 12-6, and they're double your scoreline. VICI have already lost a lot of HP on Zoking. He's their Mac 10 player, so not ideal. Usually he's going to be the one that's entering here. But they've got plenty of SMGs to do it instead. The push through tunnels is so poorly timed. Or maybe so well timed. Okay, Teo Lay. He finds himself a quick double. Still low HP on Zoking. This retake is definitely doable, but look at the positions here. Alman hasn't been spotted out. He saw one running in through the T-spawn. I don't think he fully realized, though, because you could only see the very tip of his head. Obviously, it's easy for us with X-ray. But I think there was maybe like 2 pixels showing. So it would be kind of hard to notice. And at this point, that's another round connected for VICI, and what should be a save from Marek isn't really going to be that impactful. Unless he can drop more weapons as they push on out. Like, really, he's hoping for exits here, as opposed to just saving his weapon, which you can tell based on how aggressive he is. But statistically, I agree, it's the right decision. Zoking being super low as well is taken down, and that's extra money for Marek, whatever happens after. The SMG wouldn't have helped too much in the next round either way. And on 11-6, VICI Gaming now well ahead over on their T side. Have plenty of time to close this out. And we got full rifles for the majority of it, yeah. I think Advent can probably... Okay, he got a drop there, so that's not too bad. I was going to say, he can probably take like an SMG if he wants to, because they're going to be on a weaker buy, but never mind. Someone's nice enough to give him an AK-47. And a stack over towards long. That's how EHOME want to take this. Couple pistols. No pistols, just one. Only a USB, hiding a car. Timing's terrible as well. He turns away from the car as they push out long. Headshot connected, doesn't even matter. And although Zoking is on 2 HP, he carries it forward. That's what we call a boring round. Resident sleeper on that. But this is where things get interesting. Thanks to a couple of kills found, we're going to see Marek and Original taking out the AWP. Marek serving as the secondary opper. And again, this has been a very, very slow start. A much different EHOME to what we saw up against Tyloo. Teole on only 7 kills. By this stage in the Tyloo games, he was on 25 in both maps. And he was the main reason that it went so close. So to see things now kind of tend into chaos for him is a little bit disappointing. Original still putting up the stats, still putting the figures on the board over on the AWP. Although I felt like he was more impactful on the terrorist op, if I remember correctly, up against Tyloo. He's a very aggressive opper. Although now on the CT side, forced to play a bit more passive. Late round supporting over towards B. Will he see reward for it? Here's the bomb coming out through mid and starting to make its way. Yeah, towards mid. No, not going to T-spawn, so presumably Marek's going to get a little bit of combat. There it is, already taking down Advent. That's one on the board. As VICI now, with a man disadvantage, have to angle towards this bomb site. They have to angle towards a bomb site with 40 seconds left. Then a man disadvantage. And one by one into an op is not how I want to see them take this. No utility to support either. Marek's able to peek out and find one, eventually going to be traded, but watch out because he's got support. Lamplight's there to help out. And now you're into a 2v4. 1 kill for Kays, but he'll be taken down by Lamplight. No problem. He's so low. So Zoking with the bomb is last alive. 20 seconds on the board. He has a good read, I think, though. He knows it should be clear towards the bomb side on the back of Kays' earlier kill. And so he will get a bomb plant for his team at least. It's a positive, but maybe a small positive as the nade goes on through. Okay, decent damage. Oh, he's given away his position and now out in the open. No chance of surviving that. The defuse to come through, and another round on the board for EHOME. They've got their buy round out, but they've lost 2 players, and because of that, their economy will suffer a little bit. Having to reinvest into this round, already into full utility on most players, as well as dropping Howking and Marek weapons. It actually puts them in a bad position because VICI with a bomb plant have no worries. They get an op out on Kays. They're going to be able to take full AKs elsewhere. Maybe a Krieg. I don't know. Was it Advent using a Krieg? No. Okay. So they're not going to be rocking the Kriegs this time, all on AKs. And with that, 12-7, VICI, like I said, have the opportunity to pull it back right here. Look at the economy of EHOME. After reinvestment, they're down to barely anything for the next round. If they lose here, well, VICI have their AKs, they've got their op, and if they win this one here, they'll take an eco. A couple of pistols and maybe rush B. No one seems to like doing that. No one seems to like doing that on pistol rounds, but once the full rifles come out, that's when they just start bailing towards the bomb site. With their AKs just charging through smokes on the B. It's a brave setup, but Marek's there to find the opening kill on short. Again, opening things up for his team. It's Zoking taken down this time. I'm trying to see an angle for VICI, really. coming at this. They've got a player towards the B-bomb side. Two on short. Advent pushed up at the bomb. He's going to die. Kaze picks up one, but it's quickly traded back. And this round just isn't looking good. EHOME are winning out by the minute details. The bomb already spotted towards A, so they're going to play passive. Watch for the cross. Actually, watching for aggression, so they're free to plant the bomb for short, with short control under their control as well. Kaze is going to really struggle to pick up these kills. A flashbang to go through on short. The hope here is that the kill would go the way of Alman, but he's caught in the open, not able to find it. It's a 4K needed for Kaze. Misses the opening shot. And he QQs. That is depressing. So obviously, if you're not used to Counter-Strike, the idea is that you shoot the AWP, then you press Q to take out your knife, because it switches to the last weapon you had, which for an opera is usually the knife anyways. So you can move a little bit faster and dodge the bullets, make it harder for them to hit you, take out the AWP instantly again, and then shoot. Or you jump with the knife and then take out the op. But that's a problem that hits some operas. When you're panicked, when you get pushed down fast, you sometimes hit the Q a little bit too early, and actually before you shoot, so you don't get that bullet out. On 12-8, VICI have no money. Okay, well look, they have money. Clearly they have money, but I don't want to see them buy here. Pistols, at best. Couple pieces of armor. Everybody can afford armor, really. And then roll into the next round on AK-47s. That's the idea. That's what we want to see from VICI. That's what they do, thankfully. Advent's yet to buy. Asian teams do love to buy late. They are big fans of it. That's what I've learned over this qualifier. We actually have teams that only buy late. I think it was Tyloo that were buying literally running out of spawn. Now, VICI, with the pistols, they're angling towards B. I like it. I'm a big fan. Let's rush B. Oh no, Teole's being let away with murder. He takes 2 kills for free. Long range Mark with an AWP, picks off 2. And that is it. Teole in there with the third of the round, bringing it 12-9. EHOME really closing in on their opponent's scorelines. And I just want to ask one quick question, which was, remind me, Tyloo Alpha Red was supposed to be a closer game, right? Better game? Who said that? Who said that? Show yourself. Tyloo have just won Alpha Red's map pick of Overpass, and now they're on over to Mirage. But hell, we've seen them struggle on Mirage, so well, that may well go to 3 maps. I don't know what was up with them yesterday. Their T-sides were terrible, and then the next game their CT-sides are terrible. But ultimately, if it goes to 3 maps and this goes to 2, like I said, I'll swing over. I'll cover it for you guys. I'll bring you your Tyloo for the Tyloo fans. But for now, we're waiting in a pause. We're chilling. We're seeing what VICI want to do. Kaze has got out a Krieg. It's not the worst in the world. It's not a terrible weapon to replace the AWP. You can still get the one-shot headshots and do quite a bit of damage. Just takes a little bit longer to finish off a player. Up against the double op setup as well. We want to see quite a bit of utility usage coming through. VICI have been picked off by these ops early on again and again. This time trying to avoid it by just going fast over towards long. Thanks, Auto Director. Appreciate it. Good one, Valve. So we missed the 2 opening kills, but it's Hao King with an AUG, finding himself a double. And it's VICI into a 3v5. Behind again, and EHOME. They were on form against Tyloo, or Tyloo were off form. Your pick. They looked really good, though. And as we move into this, certainly showing the same signs as over there yesterday. Lamplight holding pit with an AUG. It's a pretty difficult weapon if he's posted up, but he's been forced off the angle. Actually, now Molotov pushing up there is going to be pretty much impossible. You think he can push close to the wall, I think. Maybe not. High flashbang means they're going to be hunting him down. Take him. Now turn towards long. There we go. Advent's picked up a quick double. That was, sorry, what? That was a headshot? He was running and he got a headshot because he must have been, because he was aiming at his feet. That's a big yikes. He couldn't see him, obviously. But still, this is a really good advantage. Only 2 ops left, but they're going towards long. Oh no, you can see how this is going to go. Marek's being consistent. He's the secondary opper, but by God, he's put up the performances. He's put up the figures when he's had a chance. Able to find 1, able to find 2, and he's going to swing over the final, but behind the smoke. Teole is the one to find it. Marek, again, being the pivotal player in that round. AWP in his hands has looked so good on the CT side. And it comes back to what I said. Look, Original's a great opper, but I feel like he's far more well-suited to the T side. He likes to get aggressive. And on the CT side, when we saw him do that up against Tyler, that's when he got in a little bit of trouble. And maybe he got taken down as the opening pick. Blames auto-director instead of directing himself. Hey, I'm trying to do 7 jobs here at once, dude. Also, I'm a terrible... Well, I know. If I'm focusing on observing, I think I'm all right. Look at this. Look at this. Boom. Shift 4. That's how you do that. But yeah, the... listen, I can't direct on cast very well, okay? I'm already mediocre at casting. You want to see me do it while I'm directing? It's not going to be so good. I rely on Valve. I trust them, okay? Marek's again holding down. This is where he's going to be challenged a little bit more. We've seen heavy utility usage on the cross here. Smoke's not doing too much for them as they push on forward. Marek is a little bit wider, so he's able to catch them, but doesn't find a kill. And the pistol's now going to be on the bomb site, getting a bomb plant. Oh, Marek actually got lit up a little bit there. That's what happens when I direct. VICI claim control of the bomb site. Despite losing a lot of health on a lot of players, they still have a 5v5. They've got pistols, so it's not the worst. And a bomb plant. And that's already a successful round for them. Once they find 1 or 2 more kills, this will be a fantastic one. One kill comes in on Teole. He's looking for more, and he's not going to find it. Being low HP, he can avoid any more combat, but no, he gets taken down. And so things actually start to look pretty good. With 1 man left alive, Frank can actually deny this. Oh, I can't see him. Never mind. That is a very interesting plant position. I don't know why he didn't plan for short, but I mean, even still, unlikely that he found it. I just mean, if it was a short plant, he could have found the headshot. It would have been beautiful, but no. Barely any time the defuse comes through. Caster cheat. Yes, I do. I actually have wall hacks. See this? I can see people through walls. It's incredible. I just press X. Like, when you're a caster, once you start doing it full time, all you gotta do, you go into a game of matchmaking, you press X, X-ray comes on. It's amazing. And you still get 3 kills. I'm kidding. Only Bardolph's a bad player. Most of us are pretty good. Okay, Original, we talked about his aggression on the AWP. We talked about how that's what he likes to do, and there it is. Coming in through tunnels, finds the opening. Teole is there to back him up a little bit if a bit of combat came in. But nothing. And VICI, again, it's the AWPs that are being a massive hassle for them. EHOME using them perfectly to find the opening advantages, and then playing relatively passive, all things considered. This could be dangerous, because this cross smoke, they've only used 1. So, able to be picked off as they cross, lit down to low HP. Lamplight is also going to be lit, but hiding up behind... I don't even know what to call that. The grain sacks is what I'm going to go with. They're now officially the grain sacks. The bomb plant should go down. Not too much to deny them. We have a couple of frag grenades in play, but it's over towards long, so never mind. Can't really do anything about this. Case picks off 1 with the ult, but now it should be over. Alman's so low. Gets headshotted as well. Insult to injury. And 12 to 12. We're all tied up with a bomb plant. VICI at least get better money. With the better money, okay, so they can get a full buyout. They can get their ops in play again, but it's just such a problem for them. Everywhere they go, they send a player towards B, he gets picked by an op. They come out long, picked by an op. Try to cross on short. Successfully get to the bomb site, get a bomb plant and a 5v5. So maybe there are certain potentials opening up. You know, there's opportunities at brewing. The ball's coming through. VICI are going to talk strategy because this is getting a little bit too close for comfort. EHOME at the moment with the double op setup have secured themselves a really, really good economy. They've got at least one more full buy in it, and then even if they lose that, they take an eco. Then they get double up setup out again because there's so much money in play, and even the ecos won't be ecos. They'll be armor with pistols dropped over. Maybe a scout as well in play. So there's no actual free rounds for VICI for another, like, they need to win 3 in a row. Moving on into it, 12 to 12, full buy for VICI. Case has already taken quite a chunk of health removed from his bar. And EHOME, they're playing pretty passive despite not finding the opening pick, and that's just the confidence they have in their AWPs to find them as the push comes forward. Marek actually falls back from short at this point as well, just not wanting to be picked off. He's going to go to long where Lamplight's sitting down, actually watching the cross. Watching the cross on short, able to support his teammate. And the difference here in the A setup is the fact that they have Howking here, so they don't get a free cross towards the bomb site. They have to take a kill even if they went towards A, but it does look like they want to take B. Smoke's going down on the cross again. It's the AWP of Original Heart that's going to be opening it up, but this time he's picked off. 1-for-1 trades at last. Alman finds one, and the B bomb site has fallen. EHOME gets split through middle, and with only 1 kill, they've lost the round. They're going to go in for a save. 13 to 12. VICI have finally figured it out. It's not quite the Russian strategy. We're not straight rushing B, but they are splitting. Now, EHOME at the moment, they're setting up for a save, obviously, but definitely trying to get a little bit of security in case they get hunted down. That's unlikely because VICI have barely any money, and they don't want to be losing any more. Alman can drop over an AK to Zoking, but anything past that could start to hurt them a little bit. They'd rather keep their money as high up as possible, because so far these round wins have not been consistent, and they need to prove still that this wasn't a once-off. We saw Teo Lay get picked off in tunnels, but very frequently he's able to find more, and I think it was even through a smoke. Obviously, we didn't catch it, but I'm fairly confident it was just straight through a smoke. The spam through the tunnel. Out towards long, the push is a brewing. Lamplight finds an opening double. And they're completely shut out after that. VICI into a 3 versus 5. This is starting to look like just same old, same old. AWP of Original finds another kill, and oh my god, I mean, what's going on at this point? VICI, they come into a convincing round the round before. Now they changed their strategy again, looking to push out towards long, which is time and time again been a disaster for them. And much the same happens here. So, as we move on forward, as we jump on in, 13 to 13, let's take a look at VICI's economy. Well, luckily they got the bomb plant down the previous and won the round. And on the back of it, they should be able to get a full buyout here because their loss bonus still isn't terrible. And that's if they lose. Frank's picked off one and allowed another bomb plant to go through, so definitely a very strong economy built for them now. But a full buy might not be an... Oh, Frank's got a nade out and he gets flashbang. Just nothing he can do there. K's is last alive, picked off by Howking's AUG. And it's 13-13. EHOME get a defuse. They only lose one player, so their economy is not going to suffer at all. Hell, there's a triple op if they want it. Please don't pick that up. Obviously, Marek won't because he already has one, but just hoping nobody else decides they want an AWP. That'd be a little bit awkward. So let's see. VICI, push A long, lose. Push mid through A, lose. Push A long, lose. Then they go B and it works on a split. And it's really convincing. Then they push A long. And I mean, as hard as it may be to figure out what's going wrong here, I feel like maybe a little bit more attention towards the B bomb site could be what they need. And laid on attention, not straight up pushing. VICI took their time a little bit last time, and I think they need to do so again. Molotov goes down to kill a player close mid, but EHOME haven't been playing that aggressive. They're not relying on the close angles or on catching them off guard. They're just winning out the aim duels and posting up on positions with the AWPs. Great flashbang from Marek. He flashes himself in and finds the kill onto Advent. And on the back of that, again, it's an opening kill. I mean, how many has Marek got at this point? I can't see. Damn it. Because we're on the SEA servers, HLTV doesn't read over the stats, because the SEA resets the stats on the half. But I would venture to say Marek's on like 5 opening kills throughout the CT side. Alone, never mind the first half. He's been so impactful with that all, but I mean, what can you do? What more can you do? Push comes over towards the A-bomb side again. It's going to be smokes on the cross. They're looking for flashbangs to push that opper back, but Original is hard to get rid of as he picks up another kill on the cross. Kays has an op himself, and he's going to try to get that bomb planted. It looks like he'll succeed. That nade comes in, though, and does some damage. Not too much. Down to 76. As for an opper, that's fine. As he peeks on out. Oh, wins the battle against Original. Okay. Now things get a little bit more doable. With a man disadvantage, VICI have the bomb site control, and so they're the ones that have to defend. Oh, this is a big problem, though. Okay, never mind. I thought the flank was going to come in on the short players. It's not, though. Kays is able to pick up a further one. Tail lay! Coming in with a quick double, though. Recovers the round. Lamplight finds the final onto Kays, who was trying to get rid of Tay. And the defuse is through. EHOME 14-13. VICI are not doing so good right now. This is incredible. Sure, it's EHOME's map pick, but it's Dust 2. It's a map that we should definitely see VICI being able to handle. And talking about players being, or teams being able to handle things, Alpha Red are not doing too fly over on Mirage. They are 9-1 down on their CT side. Tyloo are wiping the floor with them right now. It'll be interesting to see if they can make a comeback. But of course, right now, we're not worried about it. We're only focused towards VICI. Day2 real OGs. They're the ones that we want to see making it through. At least on a third map, one would hope. But right now, this is looking like EHOME are on the home straight. The economy for VICI is in the gutter. Have their loss bonuses up, so they'll still get AKs out in the next round. But this may be the last time that Kays has got an AWP in play. Unless he saves it. Actually, 2,900 on Advent. Didn't notice that. He can get an op next round. But even still, an AWP hasn't necessarily been the deciding factor. At least not for the T side. EHOME have just been consistent. Ops, always finding kills. Peek up above the smoke. Oh, Original hasn't spotted it yet. He didn't see the elbow. A little bit awkward. But he doesn't need to see elbows. They're eventually gonna just straight up peek him. He takes one. Kays is there to return it. Teole needs a big hold over towards the car. Finds one. He's gonna swing out for another on the back of the flashbang. Spray down gets a second. Man advantage again secured for the T side, but hold on. Kays keeps on going. I said the AWP hadn't been a deciding factor so far, but it may just be yet. As a two-piece already on the board, and he's coming in to look for more. A player on his way in through the tunnels. It's Marek. Peeking with the AWP, finds himself a kill. It's all onto Elman. He's going to clutch this out 1v2. This is their best chance of connecting a victory if they can win right here. There's still an economy for EHOME, but this is what Elman needs. If he can find this clutch, but no! EHOME come out on top again with Lamplight shooting through the fading smoke and finding the kill. It's 15-13. map point for EHOME here. It is their map pick, and yes, we're going over to Mirage next, which is VICI's, but right now on a puggy map like Dust, we are seeing dominance from EHOME, the underdogs coming into this series. The odds were massively in VICI's favor. Most sites given like 3.5 to EHOME with 1.2 to VICI, and I would have agreed with it starting things off, but now, I mean, just based on yesterday as well, you can kind of see VICI struggled against Boot. It went to 2 maps. They took BTRG down, but even at that, it was a super one-sided game. 16-5s on both maps. BTRG weren't having the brightest of days, but Boot at the moment, you know, they managed to pretty much annihilate VICI, certainly over on Nuke. The problem for me is just, from what we've seen from EHOME, I don't think it's necessarily a massive deficit for VICI. Sure, they're making mistakes, and they're not really countering this double op setup at all. They're running into the AWPs again and again, but I can't help but comment on the consistency of EHOME. They're changing their setups every single time. Look at where Howking now resides, down towards CT, up on top of the box. This hasn't been a thing so far, and he picks them off going up the ramp. One on the board already. They have no idea where he is. They think he's on the box, but then they go, oh, he must have been spraying through the smoke. But no, he wasn't. A second on the board for him, and now things go towards chaos. They descend into chaos towards the B-bomb side, as it's only going to be Frank left alive to pull off a 1v5. He does a lot of damage, but how much good is damage going to be? He doesn't know there's a second player there, and Teole comes away with a final kill.